Trae Young and Patrick Beverley have been beefing for the last week. So today we're gonna swap their careers to see who will have the better career. In Trae Young's rookie season, he averaged 22 points and 5 assists per game, but he's gonna finish second in Rookie of the Year voting behind Anthony Davis. And with Harden going off in his first season on the Rockets, him and Trae Young are gonna lead the Rockets to the 7th seed. But Trae Young's rookie season is cut short as in the first round, the Thunder take down the Rockets in just 5 games. But in the offseason, Trae Young's grinding is gonna pay off as he's up to an 85 overall. And that work paid off as in season number 2, he averaged 22 points per game and 7 assists per game. And he also made the 50-40-90 club. And on top of that, the Rockets go from the 7th seed all the way up to the 2nd seed. In the first round, they have to play Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday. They're gonna beat them in 5, but now they have a tough matchup against a healthy Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. And the Rockets get by them pretty easily, moving to the conference finals. And now they have to play the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last season. And in game 1, it was close, but the Rockets are gonna beat the Thunder. And Trae Young carried with 32 points and 12 assists. And game 2 was also close until the 4th quarter. I don't know what it is, but the Rockets are just really clutch. And this time it was Dwight Howard that led the team. Trae Young is nowhere to be found. He had 10 points. I don't know why he's only taking 7 shots. He didn't even shoot bad. And the rest of the series went the same way, with Harden dropping 41 in game 3 and Dwight Howard almost having a 20-20 game in game 4 to move the Rockets on to the finals. And in the finals, of course, they have to play the Big 3 Miami Heat. And this series has been very anticlimactic so far, but with the Rockets being up 2-0 in the series, the Heat can get their first win here. Trae Young's gonna use the screen from Dwight Howard. They set a second screen for him. It doesn't really get him anywhere, but he finds Caspi for the 3, and he puts the Rockets up 4. This isn't looking good for LeBron and the Heat here, but LeBron gets to the paint and throws down the easy dunk. Let's see if we can get a Trae Young bucket here. He's trying to cook on Dwayne Wade. He spins into the paint and makes the layup. They're gonna put the ball back in LeBron's hands. He drives towards Trae Young and he misses the mid-range over him. 1 minute to go. Trae Young's gonna use the screen from Dwight. He throws it down low to him and he gets a wide open layup to put the Rockets up 6. So now it's looking rough here for the Heat. Dwayne Wade's gonna use the screen. He throws it down low to LeBron. The fade over James Harden and it's gonna bounce in. So that's just barely gonna keep the Heat alive, but they full court press and that leaves Trae Young open. So now the Heat have to score unless they go down 3-0. Ray Allen the corner 3 and it's good. The Heat desperately need a stop here. Trae Young's gonna drive. He finds James Harden in the corner. Jeremy Lin with 6 seconds to go is gonna find an open Trae Young and he knocks down the dagger. And that's so disrespectful. He took a bow and he's waving to the crowd. And just like that, the Rockets are gonna go up 3-0 in the finals. I'm surprised the Heat didn't put up a fight, as the Rockets are gonna sweep them and Trae Young's gonna win his first championship. And Dwight Howard's gonna walk away with the finals MVP. And this Big 3 is still going strong, with Trae Young moving up to an 88 overall. And in season number 3, Trae Young's up to 23 points and 9 assists per game. And for the first time in his career, the Rockets are the 1 seed. In the first round, they have to go up against DeMarcus Cousins and the Kings. They're gonna sweep them. And in the second round, they have to face the Warriors. And the Rockets are gonna make it out in 6 to move on to the conference finals. But in the conference finals, they have to play the same Clippers team they beat last season. And the Rockets are pretty easily gonna make it back to the finals, where they have to face the Cavs now. So for the second year in a row, Trae Young gets to go up against LeBron in the finals. Game 1 was pretty low scoring, but the Rockets are gonna win, and James Harden and Dwight Howard both dropped 30. LeBron somehow only had 18. But in game 2, the Rockets are up by 3 with just 2 minutes to go. It looks like Trae Young's gonna use the screen from Dwight Howard. He can't seem to get past Kyrie, but he somehow gets open and he knocks down the 3. Kyrie on the ISO trying to get past Trae, makes his way into the paint. He's gonna force up the layup and it's good. James Harden on the ISO with a chance to put the Rockets up by 6. He gets into the paint and he throws down the dunk. So now it's not looking good for the Cavs here. Kyrie had an open layup. I don't know why he passed out of that, but he doesn't pass out of an open 3 and he knocks it down. It's still anyone's game here. I don't know why Harden's not passing the ball. What is he doing? He's just sitting in the post. Dwight Howard's gonna set him a screen. It works. Harden gets open. He doesn't shoot the ball, but he gets another dunk. It looked like he was cooking up a whole lot of nothing. It somehow worked. Now we have Kyrie attacking. He finds Morris Sr. the 3, and it's good. One stop is all the Cavs need here. James Harden on the ISO takes a contested layup, and he scores. Kyrie on the ISO just cooked Trae, and his mid-range is good. So now down 2, the Cavs are gonna full court press. and it somehow led to a turnover. Kevin Love's gonna find Kyrie again for an open three, and he can't knock it down. So now James Harden needs to knock down both of these here. His first free throw's good, and to put the Rockets up by 4, his second one's good. The Cavs have no timeouts. They're gonna need a big shot. LeBron pulls it over Ariza. It's off. And the Rockets go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. And for the second year in a row, the Rockets are gonna sweep in the finals to win Trae Young his second championship. And Dwight Howard's gonna win his second Finals MVP. At the start of Season 4, Trae Young's up up one to an 89 overall, but Dwight Howard takes a big drop. And in Trae Young's 4th season, he finally makes an All-NBA team, averaging 26 and 10. And for the 2nd season in a row, the Rockets are the 1 seed. And in the 1st round, the Rockets are going up against a young Timberwolves team. They're going to beat them in 5. In the 2nd round, they have to go up against the Spurs led by Kawhi. They're going to sweep them. And in the conference finals, they have to play the Warriors again. And the Rockets are going to sweep them to make their 3rd straight finals. And for the 3rd straight season, Trae Young has to play LeBron in the finals. None of these games have been close enough to hop into, but the Rockets won games 1, 2, and 3 just to lose games 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to a game 7. And LeBron's going to come back down 3-0 to win his 2nd championship. And in season number 5, Trae Young's going to join the 90 overall club. Alright, Westbrook almost averaged 40, and Trae Young's on the All-NBA 2nd team again, this time averaging 28 and 8. And for the first time in a while, the Rockets aren't the 1 seed. In the 1st round, they have to play the Kings. This team doesn't look good at all, but we somehow have a 2-2 series after 4 games. And in game 5, the Kings take a 3-2 lead. James Harden, Trae Young, and Eric Gordon were really the only ones to show up, and they got cooked by Tyreke Evans and Buddy Hield. And in game 6, the Rockets are up 2 and on the verge of forcing a game 7. Nene's gonna find Harden in the corner, and his 3's gonna bounce in. All they have to do is lock in for 2 minutes here. Rudy Gay on the drive takes the layup, and he makes it over Eric Gordon. As long as the Rockets keep scoring, they should be good. James Harden's gonna drive past Buddy Hield. Capella is luckily gonna get the rebound. I don't know what I'm saying, that's not a rebound, but Trae Young's gonna find Eric Gordon. 4 seconds to go. He's gonna pull the 3, and it's off. Buddy Hield in the corner attacking Trae Young. He's gonna end up taking the spin layup over him, and we have a 1-point game. This isn't looking good, but Harden's gonna find Capella on the cut, and we're back to a 3-point game. 1 minute to go. It's still anyone's game here. Tyreke Evans gets an open 3, and he ties the game up. That is a huge shot. Now we need Harden to cook here. He drives past Buddy Hield. He takes the layup, and it's good. 40 seconds to go. Tyreke Evans isn't gonna get a turnover. And now on the break, James Harden's trying to get past Willie Cauley-Stein. The ISO, the step back mid-range. I don't know why he shot that. So now the Kings could win it with a 3 or tie it up with a 2 here. If you made it this far into the video, 98% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're not one of them. Buddy Hield with 10 seconds to go finds Tyreke Evans. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tyreke Evans gets a 3. He's gonna miss it. And now the Kings have to foul, so we have Trae at the line. His first one's good, and to force a game 7, he's gonna miss the second one. So now with 2.2 on the clock, the Kings need a 3 here. They go into Collison, and we're going to a game 7. And the Rockets need to lock in, because with 2 minutes to go in game 7, they're down by 2. James Harden's gonna attack Ty Lawson and pull the 3, but he can't hit it. Rudy Gay on the drive gets past Eric Gordon, and he gives the Kings a 4-point lead. 1.5 minutes to go. James Harden gets a 3 from the screen, and it almost goes in, but he's gonna miss. That is a huge miss. Now on the break, they're gonna go to Ty Lawson, and he puts the Kings up by 6. The Rockets have had an absolutely terrible start here, but James Harden gets to the paint easily, and he's gonna smoke the layup. I don't know what they're doing. Now Rudy Gay's trying to get to the paint. He takes the contested jumper, and it's just barely gonna miss. So the Rockets are gonna need something big here, and Trae Young finds Harden on the cut. So with 40 seconds to go, the Rockets send a trap defense, and it doesn't work out for them. They're gonna need something big here if they want to make it out of the first round. Harden the layup. He's fouled, but he can't make the and-one. That would have been huge. Now he needs to knock both of these down. His first free throw's good, and to make it a 4-point game, his second one's good. And the Rockets are gonna foul right away, so they need some missed free throws here. Darren Collison's first one's gonna miss, and his second one's good. 30 seconds to go for the Rockets. They inbound it to Trae Young. Trae Young's gonna drive. He passes out to Ariza for the 3, and it's off. So after a fourth quarter meltdown, the Rockets are going to get eliminated in the first round. And that would be Trae Young's last game in a Rockets uniform as he's moving to LA. This team doesn't look that good, especially after losing Chris Paul to the Rockets and Blake Griffin to the Pistons. A healthy Boogie's going to win the MVP. And in his first year with his new team, Trae Young's on the All-NBA third team, averaging 27 and 9. But unfortunately for the Clippers, they're the 7th seed even though they had 50 wins. And they're actually putting up a fight. The Spurs were just up 3-1. And Game 7's coming down to the wire with Trae Young at the free throw line. He's gonna miss his first free throw. That leaves the door open, but his second free throw's good. But now the Clippers basically have a full shot clock to get a 3 off here. Kawhi on the drive trying to get past Tobias. He gets into the paint and his layup is good. And the Spurs had to foul again. Let's hope Trae Young doesn't miss again. His first free throw's good, and to put the Clippers up 3, his second one's good. And this time the Spurs have no timeouts. They go to Kawhi for the 3, and he ties it up with 6 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. Trae Young bringing up the ball. I don't know why he's taking taking his time. He has to pull the half-court three, and we're going to overtime. And with 1 minute to go, the Clippers are down 3. They need to lock in here. Kawhi's gonna use the screen from LaMarcus Aldridge. He gets an open 3, but he's gonna miss it, and they let LaMarcus get the rebound and the putback. The Clippers have been playing terrible since we've hopped in. Now we have Trae Young isoing Tony Parker. He breaks his ankles. He took an unnecessary spin, but we have a 3-point game now. A stop and a score is all the Clippers need here. Let's see if Tobias can guard Kawhi. He clearly can't. And with 30 seconds to go, Lewell's gonna find Trae Young. Trae Young's gonna run out for a 3-pointer. He's gonna miss. And it looked like the Clippers had the game in the bag in regulation, but because of Trae's missed free throw, they went to overtime and lost. And of course, Kawhi dropped 49 on them. Trae Young had 40 and 10, but that missed free throw cost them the game, and that was his only missed free throw. But entering the 2018 offseason, Trae Young has some competition, as with the 5th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks are going to select Patrick Beverley and trade him to the Atlanta Hawks. And in Pat Bev's rookie season, he's on the all-rookie second team. He averaged 13 points per game. That field goal percentage is atrocious though. And Trae Young's on the all-NBA first team, averaging a career-high 32 and 10. But unfortunately, the Clippers don't make the playoffs through the 10th seed with 38 wins, and the Hawks finish with the worst record of all time. But in year number 2, Patrick Beverley gets a lot better as he's up to a 78. And the Clippers also get a lot better, adding Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. In year number 2, Patrick Beverley averaged 14 points a game, and his efficiency is getting a lot better. And Trae Young didn't make an All-NBA team for the first time in a while, averaging 21 and 9. But that makes sense with Paul George, who averaged 23, and Kawhi, who averaged 24 on his team. And the Big Three is going to lead the Clippers to 61 wins and the 1 seed. In the first round, they have to go up against Dame, CJ, and Melo. They were just down 3-2. They're going to force a game 7. And thank goodness they're not going to fold. That series was way closer than it should have been. And good thing everyone in the Big Three played good. On to the second round, they have to play the Spurs. This team doesn't look like anything crazy, and the Clippers are going to sweep. But in the conference finals, they have to play the Nuggets, who not only won the championship last season, but they have Jokic, who won back-to-back MVPs. Through 4 games, we're all tied up at 2, and in game 5, it's all Clippers. They're going to take a 3-2 lead. Kawhi Leonard and Reggie Jackson, of all people, showed up. Trae Young and Paul George didn't shoot bad, they just didn't shoot a lot. And in game 6, the Clippers are potentially 2 minutes away from moving on to the finals. Trae Young's going to get an open 3, but he can't hit it. I don't know why we have Reggie Jackson guarding Jokic, but he finds MPJ and his 3 is off. Trae Young's going to wait for the screen from Marcus Morris. He can't get an open look off of it. And now they have Paul George in the corner. He's going to pull the 3, and it's just barely going to miss. 1 minute to go. I don't think anybody scored yet. Jamal Murray's going to throw it down low to Jokic. Jokic gets Zubac jumping, but he's not going to shoot it. Now we have Jamal Murray using the screen. He gets an open 3, and he's gonna miss it. Trae Young, the ISO on Jamal Murray. He's gonna try to drive. He gets stopped, but he's gonna take the layup anyway, and he gets blocked. That was a huge block from Mason Plumlee. Now they're gonna go to Jamal Murray on the drive. He passes to MPJ for the 3. It's off, but Jokic is gonna get a putback, and he makes it. It took almost 2 minutes for someone to score. Let's see if the Clippers can score back, and Trae knocks down the mid-range. Jamal Murray's gonna chew out the clock. 7 seconds to go, he finds Jokic, and to keep their playoff hopes alive, his layup's good. So the Clippers have no timeouts. Trae Young's gonna have to settle for a half-court jumper, and we're going to a game 7. Trae Young shot 4 for 15. You gotta do better than that. And in game 7, the Nuggets are coming back late in the 4th. The Clippers are up 3 with a minute to go. Paul George is gonna use the screen from Zubac. He throws it to Kawhi. Back to Zubac. The layup over Jokic, and the Clippers go up 5. The Nuggets don't have much time to make something happen here, and Jokic is gonna dunk on Zubac. The Clippers just need to keep scoring. Trae Young's gonna pull the 3, and he knocks it down. I did not expect him to pull it from that deep. Now we have Jamal Murray looking for Jokic. He finds him in the post, and he's gonna throw a turnover. And just like that, the Clippers are moving on to the NBA Finals. And Trae Young redeemed himself, dropping 30 and 8 on good shooting efficiency. And now in the finals, they have to go up against the Raptors. I don't know how they made it without Kawhi. And with the series being tied up at 1, the Clippers have a terrible 4th quarter. The Raptors go up 2-1. Trae Young put up 38, but he got cooked by Lowry. But in game 4, we have the opposite outcome as the Clippers blow out the Raptors. So now we get to go to an important game 5. And the Clippers played amazing in the second quarter. They blow out the Raptors again. Everyone in the Big Three played good. We just need that for one more game. And in game 6, the Clippers started coming back super late. They're gonna need a missed free throw here. Lowry, let's please at least miss one of these. His first one's gonna miss. That is huge. Imagine he misses both of these, and his second free throw's gonna bounce in. Kawhi's not in the game. I feel like he fouled out, but we have Trae Young and Paul George to lead us. Trae Young can't seem to get into the paint on Lowry. Louisville's gonna wait for the screen from Zubac. He pulls the 3 over Norman Powell. I don't know why that was the shot. It looks like we might be going to a game 7 here. Unless Siakam misses his second free throw and he makes it. The Clippers have 8 seconds to go. Paul George is gonna get a corner 3 and he can't hit it, so we're going to game 7. And they lost because Lowry almost had 50. Trae Young's doing good on offense, but his defense is not doing us any justice. And in game 7, the Clippers blow out the Raptors to give the franchise their first ever championship. So Trae Young's now a 3-time NBA champion, and Kawhi Leonard's gonna walk away with the finals MVP. And in Patrick Beverley's 3rd season, he's gonna average 12 points per game. Meanwhile, Trae Young's gonna average 24 points and 8 assists per game. But luckily for both of them, both of their teams are the 2 seeds. The Hawks actually have a good team now. And in the finals, we have the Clippers going up against the Hawks. I don't know how the Hawks made it here. I thought the Nets were gonna make the finals, but they were the 8th seed. And in game 1, both of these teams are putting up stinkers in the 4th, but the Hawks run away with it. And that's because Trae Young didn't show up. He only put up 13. He almost got outscored by Pat Bev. And in game 2, we have a pretty similar outcome with the Hawks going up 2-0. Trae Young, bro, 13 points is not enough. Pat Bev put up 11, and he's 2 wins away from winning his first championship. And I guess none of the home teams want to win. The Clippers are going to win their first game of the series. Kawhi carried the team. Paul George and Trae Young didn't even have 20. And Pat Bev is nowhere to be found. He only put up 6 points. And in game 4, the Hawks have it in the bag. They take a 3-1 lead. That's crazy. Reggie Jackson outplayed everyone in the Big 3. And now Pat Bev is 1 win away from winning his first ring. But in game 5, the Clippers are putting... Okay, I was gonna say they're putting up a fight, but Paul George gets a turnover. So now with 2 minutes to go, the Hawks have a chance to tie the game up here. DeAndre Hunter does a useless spin. I don't know what he's trying to cook up on Kawhi here. He just refuses to pass the ball. Clint Capella sets a good screen, but DeAndre Hunter can't hit the shot. Reggie Jackson's gonna find Paul George, the pump fake, the drive. He finds Zubac, who gets Clint Capella jumping, and they go up 5. Pat Bev doesn't want to touch the ball. He's gonna swing it to DeAndre Hunter, and he's fouled by Kawhi. These free throws are super important here. He's gonna knock down the first one, and to make it a 3-point game, his second one's good. Now we have Paul George going at Bogey, the snatchback. He could have had an open mid-range. And now they have Marcus Morris handling the ball. He finds Reggie Jackson. Zubac comes and sets the screen. Reggie Jackson's gonna take the mid-range and he misses it. So the door is still open for the Hawks here, and they find John Collins for the wide open dunk. Let's see if the Clippers can actually score here. Paul George is gonna use the screen, the snatchback, the drive, and the mid-range, and he makes it a 3-point game. So now the Hawks need to score here with 20 seconds to go. DeAndre Hunter's gonna find Clint Capella on the cut. He gets Zubac jumping, but he doesn't go up. I don't know what he's doing. I think they're looking for a 3. They're going to get one, but they're going to miss it. And the Clippers are going to force a game 6. And in game 6, the Hawks are going to win at home, and Patrick Beverley's an NBA champion. And Bogdanovich is going to walk away with the finals MVP. He was cooking. He averaged 25 in the series. And after 4 seasons with the Clippers, Trae Young's going to join the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trae Young averaged 21 points and 9 assists per game. And Patrick Beverley's all the way down to 9 points per game. But on the bright side, the Timberwolves are the 2 seed, and the Hawks are the 1 seed. In the first round, the Timberwolves have to face the Suns, and the Hawks have to face the Sixers with Harden and Embiid. The Timberwolves are going to sweep while the Hawks are having trouble. They were just down 3-0, and unfortunately, they're going to get beat by an 8 seed. In the second round, the Timberwolves have to face the Warriors. They're going to sweep again, and now they have to go up against an 8 seed who just had 2 sweeps in a row. They lost the first play-in game, but they've won every other game. This feels like a crazy team to sweep their way to the conference finals, and it looks like the Kings run is finally over. The Timberwolves are going to sweep them. So now in the finals, they're going up against the Celtics, and this 8 seed almost made the finals, and this Celtics team is going to be tough to beat. Game 1's not close at all. The Celtics are going to win, and I don't know what it is with Trae Young, but he's not showing up in these big moments. And game 2's a lot closer with the Celtics being up by 1 with 2 minutes to go. I don't know what Davis is cooking, but he's going to break Anthony Edwards' ankles and put the Celtics up 3. Let's see if Anthony Edwards can get back on him. He's going to drive. He gets an easy spin into the paint, and we're back to a 1-point game. Jaylen Brown on the drive, gets past Jaden McDaniels and throws down the dunk. Anthony Edwards on the ISO again, drives past Davis, the hop step and the layup. Everybody's just scoring. We just need the Timberwolves to get 1 stop here. Oh my gosh, Jaylen Brown just broke Jaden McDaniels' ankles. Now we have Robert Williams coming to set the screen. Derek White's going to pull the deep 3, and it's in and out. On the break, we we have Jaden McDaniels. Let's see if he can get past Jaylen Brown. He can't. He throws it to Cat though. The layup, it's not blocked, but it's gonna miss. Everybody was just scoring. Now everybody's missing. Now we have Grant Williams swinging it out to Derek White, the mid-range, and Naz Reid gets the board. Trae Young's gonna find Jaden McDaniels on the break. He drives on Jaylen Brown, the layup, and he puts the Timberwolves up. Trae Young, all you need to do is play defense here. Derek White spins into the paint easily. Trae Young almost gets the steal, and Derek White is trying to get into the paint, and Trae Young does get the steal now. All he has to do is knock down both of these free throws. The first one's gonna miss though, and now Tatum's back in the game, and Trae Young's second free throw's good. I don't like this. The Celtics can tie it up with a 2 or take the lead with the 3 here, and Derek White's 3's off. Anthony Edwards is gonna make both of his free throws. The Celtics are down 4. They go to Tatum. The 3 over Jaden McDaniels, it's off, and the Timberwolves are gonna tie the series up at 1. Anthony Edwards cooked with 36. Trae Young had a double-double, but he keeps shooting terrible from the field. And in game 3, we have another close one with the Celtics being up 3 with 2 minutes to go. Jaylen Brown on the drive. He's gonna make the tough layup. So now down 5, Trae Young needs to cook up here. He drives past Marcus Smart. He's gonna find Anthony Edwards, and his 3's off. Marcus Smart's gonna throw it to Jaylen Brown on the drive. He kicks it to Derek White, the open corner 3, and he can't make it. I don't know what the Timberwolves are doing here. Trae Young almost gets a good look. He's gonna swing it to Vanderbilt. Why did he shoot that over Horford? That was a terrible shot, and now on the break, Derek White's gonna get fouled. And he knocked down both free throws, which was enough to put the Celtics up 2-1 in the series. But in game 4, the Timberwolves are gonna blow out the Celtics to tie the series back up. And finally, everyone in the Big 3 played good. And in game 5, the Timberwolves folded. The Celtics are gonna go up 3-2. And this time it was Anthony Edwards that didn't show up. And this series is so back and forth, the Timberwolves are gonna force a game 7. Trae Young wasn't even in the top 5 scorers. He only put up 12. He had 15 assists though, and he shot 50%. But why are all these other guys taking more shots than him? So now it all comes down to one final game. And in game 7, it's finally not a blowout. The Timberwolves just need to hold the lead for 2 minutes. That miss was huge. Let's see if the Timberwolves can extend their lead with a Jaden McDaniels 3, and they can't. The Celtics are going to go to Jason Tatum on the pick and roll. The step back, he's not going to take the mid-range, but he finds Derek White for the 3, and the Celtics take the lead. That is a huge shot. Let's see how the Timberwolves respond here. Anthony Edwards the behind the back, the spin layup, and he gives the Timberwolves the lead back. Jason Tatum on the ISO trying to get past Jaden McDaniels. He's getting clamped up. He's going to kick it out to Al Horford for the deep 3, and he's going to miss it. On the break, we have Ant attacking Derek White. He finds Vando, and he's going to chuck up a terrible shot. 1 minute to go. Let's see if Jaden McDaniels can clamp up Tatum again. Vanderbilt the switch, and Tatum forces up a terrible shot now. 50 seconds to go. Jaden McDaniels on the break. What was that? He's somehow going to get his own rebound. Anthony Edwards on the drive. He finds Cat in the paint. Okay, they're just swinging the ball around now. Jaden McDaniels, Cat pick and roll. I don't like this. And Jaden McDaniels 3's off. They're going to go to Derek White for the 3, and he knocks it down over Anthony Edwards. So now with 22 seconds to go, we could potentially get a Game 7 buzzer beater to win the finals. It looks like Anthony Edwards isn't going to chew the clock out, though. He takes the layup on Derek White, and he ties it up. I'm happy he made it, but I don't like the fact that he didn't go for a 3 here, because now Jason Tatum's going to chew out the clock. 7 seconds to go. The NBA Finals on the line. Jaden McDaniels, please clamp up here. He's in a foul. How do you foul on that? So now with 2.9 on the clock, we have Tatum at the line. He's going to make the first free throw, and his second one's up, and he's going to miss it. So now with 2.7 on the clock, the Timberwolves just need to make a shot. It can be a 2 or a 3. They go into Ant. He pulls the deep 3, and it's to win the finals. The Timberwolves win. I can't believe that just happened. I thought they were going to lose after the Tatum shot, and now Trae Young's a 4-time champion. And Cat's going to walk away with the finals MVP. And in the 22-23 season, Pat Bev has DeJounte on his team now. Meanwhile, Trae Young's teaming up with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But at the trade deadline, even though he's averaging 19 points and 8 assists per game, he's going to get shipped off to Chicago. It's kind of funny that the Lakers are one of the worst teams in the league and the Bulls are right in the middle. And good thing Trae Young got traded because the Bulls are the 6th seed while the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. Trae Young finished the season averaging 19 and 8, and Patrick Beverley averaged 10 points per game. His Hawks didn't even make the playoffs. In the first round, the Bulls have to face the Bucks. This looks kind of evenly matched up. Never mind, I lied. The Bucks are going to beat them in 5. And in Trae Young's final season, he's going to be joining the 76ers just to get traded to the Bucks at the deadline. This starting backcourt is insane. And Trae Young just went from a 7th seed to a 2 seed that's only half a game back from the 1 seed. Trae Young's going to finish the season averaging 20 and 9, and Patrick Beverley's going to average 11 points per game. And with the Hawks being the 4 seed and the Bucks being the 2 seed, they have a chance to match up against each other in the conference finals. And that doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Hawks are down 3-1 and they're going gonna get eliminated. Meanwhile, the Bucks were just up 3-1 and they're going to a game 7. And with under a minute to go, the Bucks are coming back. They're down by 2. Scotty Barnes is going to pull the 3 over the Kelly Olynyk screen, and it's in and out. That is a huge miss. Now on the fast break, we have Giannis getting a turnover. What was that? That is not a good way to start things out. Now we have quickly attacking Trae, and he gets fouled. The Bucks might need him to miss one of these free throws here. Unfortunately, he's going to make the first one, and his second one's good as well. So now the Bucks need a Dame 3 or a Trae 3. Trae's going to try to cook quickly here. He's getting clamped up, though. I don't know what he's doing. He's going to find Giannis, and they settle for a Giannis 3. I can't believe that's how Trae Young's career is going to come to an end. But Pat Bev still has 2 more seasons to chase Trae Young's greatness. In the 24-25 season, he averaged 13 points per game, and the Hawks just made their way to the conference finals as the 6th seed. And now they have to play a 5-seeded Celtics team, so they actually have a chance to move on to the finals. After 4 games, we have a tie series, and in game 5, the Hawks are going to blow out the Celtics to go up 3-2. Dyson Daniels dropping 32 and 11. And Patrick Beverley didn't do much. He shot 3 for 12. He's shooting really good in the playoffs. He just had a really bad night. And in game 6, the Celtics are 2 minutes away from forcing a game 7. Let's see if the Hawks can stop them. Peyton Pritchard's gonna find Jaylen Brown wide open for 3, and he can't knock it down. Ricochet on the break's gonna find Jalen Johnson, and he's gonna miss the dunk. Jaylen Brown on the break trying to get past Dyson Daniels, and he throws down the dunk on him. It's been a rough start for the Hawks. Let's see if they can score here. I don't know what Ricochet's doing. He's just wasting the clock. He's finally going to try to do something on Jaylen Brown here. Whatever he did didn't work. Now they have Karras using the screen. He throws it to Onyeka, and his dunk is good. One stop would be huge for the Hawks here. They're going to play terrible defense, but Dyson Daniels gets the steal. And now on the break, we have Karras. He finds Ricochet, and we have a 1-point game. That was a huge recovery from Dyson Daniels there, and now Jaylen Brown's gonna knock down the 3. The fact that they have a rookie Ricochet running their point guard's kind of concerning, but he finds Onyeka, and we're back to a 2-point game. Jason Tatum's gonna use the screen from Porzingis, and he gets an open 3, and it's good to put them up 5. So now the Hawks don't have much time here. Dyson Daniels is gonna pull the 3, it's off. And the Celtics are gonna force a game 7. And in game 7, the Celtics are coming back. We have a 2-point game with 1 minute to go. I don't know what Ricochet's doing. He's just wasting the shot clock. They're finally going to set a screen for him. He's going to get an open mid-range, but he can't hit it. Capella's going to get the rebound, luckily. And now we have Ricochet attacking Jaylen Brown. The contested layup, and it's good. Jason Tatum on the ISO trying to get by Ricochet. He's kind of getting clamped up. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He finds Jaylen Brown to Horford. The corner 3, and he's going to miss it. And the Hawks are going to move on to the NBA Finals. And Patrick Beverley finally played good. He shot 5 for 9 and didn't miss a 3. So now in the finals, we have Hawks Timberwolves, and I'm kind of scared for how this is going to go. We're all tied up at 2 after 4 games, though. And after being down 2-0, the Hawks win 3 straight games to take a 3-2 lead. I thought it was over when Anthony Edwards dropped 57 in game 2, but Patrick Beverley's 1 win away from winning his 2nd championship. And in game 6, the Hawks have a chance to close out the series on their home court. Jalen Johnson's gonna make his first free throw, and he ties the game up with his 2nd. Let's see if Dyson Daniels can clamp up Anthony Edwards here. Anthony Edwards trying to get into the paint. He's struggling, but Jaden McDaniels gets left open, and his 3 is off. Dyson Daniels is going to find Patrick Beverley the 3, and he knocks it down. That might have been the first shot we've seen him make. He's barely been touching the ball. And now Julius Randle gets left wide open, but he's not going to tie the game up. Ricochet on the break's going to slow it down. He's going to pull the 3, and he can't hit it. That would have been huge. And now on the break, Jaden McDaniels makes it a 1-point game. Less than a minute to go. Ricochet's going to slow things down, and he finds Clint Capella, but he's going to get a turnover. And now on the break, we have Jaden McDaniels attacking Ricochet. The contested layup, and it's off. Ricochet's gonna use the screen from Capella again, and this time he's gonna miss the mid-range, and Capella can't get the board. One more stop is all the Hawks need here. Julius Randle's gonna find Jaden McDaniels. Back to Randle. Randle's gonna use the screen from Mike Conley. He gets left wide open, and that was terrible defense. So now the Hawks have 4 seconds left to hit a shot unless we're going to a game 7. Ricochet, the deep 3, he's gonna miss, and the Timberwolves are gonna force a game 7. Ricochet played terrible. He shot 8 for 25 and 4 for 16 from 3. And in game 7 of the NBA Finals, the Hawks get absolutely blown out, and the Timberwolves win back-to-back championships. Patrick Beverley could have won his 2nd championship, but instead, Anthony Edwards is gonna win back-to-back championships. In Patrick Beverley's final season, he averages 12 points per game, and the Hawks aren't even gonna make it out of the play-in. But now the question is, who's the better player? Trae Young finished his career with 4 championships and 4 All-NBA teams, while Patrick Beverley finished with 1 championship and 0 All-NBA teams. Comment down below who you think had the better career. In this simulation, LeBron only had 2 rings. If you want to see me save LeBron's legacy, click the video on the screen right now.